I was telling one of my children yesterday, I said, I've become very wise. When I look at my track record, and I look at my temperament, and I look at where I am now, how I deal with things before now, I said, I have learned a lot. I am wiser, better, and mature today than I was yesterday. Why? Because I have learned from my mistakes. You are a fool if you don't learn from your mistakes. And I said, I am wiser today and better today because I have learned from my mistake. Whilst I was in London, a young lady called me. I don't know where she got my number from. And he said, Papa, you don't know me. I'm one of your daughters. And I said, what can you do for me? What can I do for you? He said, well, I wanted you to pray for me, and I just wanted to share with you. And I said, what is it? And she said, I'm very lonely, and I don't have anybody to talk to. So I just wanted to tell you to pray for me. And I said, you are lonely. You don't have anybody to talk to. And you are calling me to pray for you. And I told him, I said, change my number. Satan has it. Yeah. Why are you telling me you are lonely? Why do you want me to pray for you? Are you hearing me? Yeah, before I would have just prayed for her. But now I won't even pray for you, and I will change my number. Yeah. You don't have to call me and tell me you are lonely, and you have nobody to talk to. So am I the one you want to talk to? Yeah, that is what she means. You think I'm a kid? Yeah, I've been out there. I know how these things work. It's a setup. I have nobody to talk to. I am lonely. So are you lonely? Do you need anybody to talk to? I am available. Can we talk? Amen. That's what she meant. So I said, girl, I am wiser today than I was yesterday. And I am better today. Why? Because of my mistakes. Because of the errors and the mistakes of the past, it has made me wiser and better today than yesterday. And it is good for me. Like David said, it was good for me that I was afflicted. Yeah. Because it has made me better and wiser. And there are some things, there are some things you could handle yesterday the way you did. But today you must handle it differently. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, before things used to provoke me, but these days, a lot of things I just overlook it because I know what is going on. Tell somebody, I'm not ignorant. I'm not ignorant. Tell somebody, don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Realize what is going on. Realize what is behind it. Realize that something is wrong. I was talking to somebody the other day, and the person said all the right things. But inside me and in my heart and in my spirit, I was very disturbed. Very, very disturbed. But I didn't say anything. I heard everything, and I prayed, and the person left. Then somebody came to say, and said, Papa, this person who came to say, do you know him? And I said, no. And he started telling me stuff. And he just bared witness with the things I was sensing that this person was incorrect. That the person came to set me up. Just came to say so many things to open me up to say something. And in my spirit, I was so disturbed and troubled that I listened, but I didn't say anything. And it was after I realized that it was a setup, that he came to set me up, and there was a possibility that he even came with a gadget to record me. Yeah, because I've been recorded several times. I've been recorded with gadgets, and they'll go and play it to somebody, and the person will call me and say, Papa, I don't believe you said this. And I said, I'm sorry, I said it. Yeah, because I did. So all I have to do is apologize. Because if you lie, they have the recording. Yeah, so I said, I'm sorry. But then I realized that they set me up. So these days, I will listen. You talk and record yourself. Somebody say, I'm not ignorant of his devices, lest he gains advantage. So we're going to pray for families, especially fathers and mothers, and those in all leadership roles, that when the enemy comes, knocks at the door, that our leaders will not respond, that they will not be provoked, that they will not be set up to err Because when the enemy wants to come into a family to kill, to steal, and to destroy, the first person he goes after is those in authority, leadership. If he can